So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. And my name is Cindy. And in case you did not see our presentation last month, I strongly suggest you take the time, that half hour, to watch that one. Today we're doing something completely different. So every time I come on and help you in these different lessons, each time it's going to be a little bit different. So for today, what we'll be doing, our practice is basically, in the lesson for today, is all about focus, which is basically just a different way of saying being mindful, right? When we're focused, we have to be mindful. So it's just really another way of saying mindful or mindfulness. And today, what we'll be working on, we'll do a few just gentle stretches just to kind of release any tension in our body. And then I want to teach you a very special type of breath work today. Last month, we worked on the ocean breath. And this time, we're going to be learning something completely new, very different from the ocean breath, that you can use to really balance out the brain waves in your body. So I'll talk a little bit about that and show you how to do that. And then I also want to give you a short lesson on meditation today and a short practice. So let's get started. So to start out with, you can either sit on the floor, a mat, or you can sit in a chair. All of these, we're just going to do maybe like 5 minutes of just some stretching again, just to release some tension in our bodies. So let's go ahead and bring your hands to the thighs or the knees and bring the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll the shoulders back and down. A lot of times we hold stress and tension in the shoulder area. And a lot of us sit at desks, or we're doing a lot of reading on our phones and different devices. And so what happens is the shoulders sometimes start to get a little tense. So this is a really good exercise just to create a little bit more range of motion and release some of the stress. And then go ahead and bring the hands to the shoulders, and then we'll do some nice big shoulder rolls here. And then go in the opposite direction. All right. And then the other place that we hold a lot of tension is the lower back. So with your hands on your knees, let's just go ahead. We make these big circles here and start to loosen up the lower back. You might also feel this in the hips and maybe even into the thighs a little bit here. This also is a really good exercise to just do maybe during the day if you're sitting all day or just feeling a little bit of tension in that lower back. And then sit up nice and tall, and then let's move in the opposite direction. All right, let's sit up nice and tall. The other area that sometimes gets a little tense is actually in the neck here. You know, turning the head each way sometimes can get a little tight. So we're going to do a few exercises just for the upper spine here. You should not feel any pain when you do this. So if you're feeling any pain, you want to back off, especially that sharp or like an electric type pain. You shouldn't feel any of that. And again, if you do, you want to back off of it. So you want to sit up nice and tall, keep the chin parallel to the floor, and then turn your head left and right. It's nice and gentle movements here. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Cindy. We're doing a few little gentle stretches just to to start out here, releasing a little bit of tension in the body. And then the next time the chin comes over to the right side, let's hold that just for a few breaths. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. And then come through center and then do that same thing on the other side. Come back to center and now bring the chin up towards the sky. Just open up the throat here a little bit. And then come back so the chin is parallel to the floor. So just a few little exercises here, like I said, just to stretch out the body a little bit. So the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to come a little bit closer here so that you can see what I'm doing. We're going to go into a very, very special type of breath work. This is called alternate nostril breathing. And it has been scientifically proven to help balance out the brain waves in the two hemispheres of our brain. So what we're going to be doing here, and especially if you're working either on something very creative during the day, so you're using maybe the right side, right hemisphere a lot, or if let's say you're doing like spreadsheets, accounting, things, statistics, that sort of thing, then you're probably using a lot of right brain. And so what this does is actually only just doing 5 or 6 rounds of this, what it will do is it will actually balance out the brain waves on the left and the right side of your brain. So here's what we're going to be doing. You're going to take, I call this making a peace sign, right? Make sure it's your right hand so that we're all on the same page as far as right and left. So your right hand, make a peace sign, and then bring the hands together or fingers together. And then you're going to put it right here in the middle of your forehead. Okay. I know this sounds a little strange at first, but just bear with me. Now on the right side, you're going to take your thumb, and at times, because it's alternate nostril breathing, what we're going to ultimately be doing here is only breathing in one side of the nostrils or side of the face, and then we'll alternate and do some on the other side. So with your fingers here on the forehead, bring your thumb, this again is on the right side, bring your thumb, you don't want it here on the nostril, but about halfway down on the bridge of the nose on the right side. You're going to feel like a little opening there, a little passage. That's where you want to put the thumb. And then on the other side, usually you use your ring finger. And again, don't press on the nostril. You're coming about halfway down. Again, feel where that passage is, where it comes, where the air passage comes up into the sinus area. So you're going to be using that thumb and ring finger to close off that passageway. So when we start, we are pressing on the right side, but we keep the left side open. So we start here, and you want to exhale first. So everyone exhale. Now inhale only through the left. Now we're going to close off both sides and hold. And then open only the right side and exhale. Now inhale through the right. Nice deep breath in. Close off both sides. Hold. And now open only the left side and exhale out. So that's considered one round. So basically what we do is we inhale through the left. We're going to hold. And then you're going to exhale through the right. And then you're going to inhale through the right and hold. And then you're going to exhale only through the left. Okay, so let's start. We're going to do a total of 5 rounds. So again, The right side is closed off, the left is open. Exhale first. Now inhale through the left, close off both, hold, open the right, exhale. Inhale through the right, close off both and hold, open only the left and exhale. Inhale through the left, close off both and hold, open only the right and exhale. Inhale through the right, close off both and hold, open up only the left and exhale. Inhale through the left, close off both, hold, open the right, exhale. Inhale through the right, close off both, hold, open up the left, exhale. We're going to do 2 more rounds. Inhale through the left, close off both sides, hold, open up the right, exhale. Inhale through the right, close off both sides and hold, open up only the left, exhale. 1 more round. Inhale through the left, close off both sides, hold, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, close off both sides, hold, open up the left, exhale. Now close down the eyes, bring your hands to your lap, relax your body, close your lips if they're not already, gently breathe in and out through the nose and go back to a natural breath. Think of placing the tip of the tongue on the upper palate. Relax and release your jaw. So the teeth are slightly separated. The mouth is closed, tip of the tongue on the upper palate, and go back to a natural breath. So try not to force the breath in and out. Don't control the breath. Simply allow your body to go back to its natural rhythm, breathing in and out. Focus on your breath without changing the breath. And then you can gently open your eyes. All right. So again, especially during work, a lot of times we're working with just one hemisphere of our brain. And so taking a break and doing that type of exercise just allows the brain to, and the brain waves to become a little bit more relaxed. The mind is more relaxed, and we balance out the brain waves. So take that for what it's worth. I love doing it, especially if I feel like I've been working on one side of the brain. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to give you a short lesson on meditation today. And again, our whole theme for today is focus. So even with that breath work that we did, there's a real focus that comes with that, right? We're focusing on one side, and then we're focusing on the other side, and then we're focusing on the other side again. So it's a type of focusing. And with our meditation today, that's the thing that we're going to do as well, is we're going to be focusing on the breath. So one of the questions that I get asked a lot is there a book or books that you recommend on meditation? And of course, there's thousands of books out there and so many different techniques. I haven't read every single meditation book out there, but I will tell you, confession, that especially when I first started meditating, I started reading a lot of books and not really applying too much or practicing, just reading and reading and reading, trying to figure out what I wanted to do or what method I wanted to do. So one book, and I'll put this in the chat here as well, so you can maybe refer to it. But there is one book that I feel if you never buy any other books on meditation and mindfulness, this is the book to get. And it's actually really, really short. But you literally could spend a whole lifetime learning the techniques in this book. So this is what it looks like. The name of it is Breathe, You Are Alive. The Sutra on the Full Awareness of Breathing. A sutra is an ancient text. And this sutta or sutra that's in this book, and sutras are usually very short. And really, the sutra itself, if you read it, it's only like a half a page. Sutras, again, they're ancient texts, and this sutra was the sutra that was used by the Buddha, or it was a talk that the Buddha gave over 3,000 years ago to his disciples. And they went on a retreat for 3 months. And this is the technique and techniques that he used, and he gave his students and his disciples that followed him. So it's a very, very, what I would call pure, very authentic form of becoming aware of your breath and a way to meditate. This book was written by Thich Nhat Hanh, who you may have heard of. He's a monk. He's still alive today, although he's approaching the age of 100. And I've been told that he's been very ill lately. So Thich has written many, many books, but I will tell you, his interpretation of this sutra is written for the layman, for the householder. It's not written for monks and nuns and folks like that. It's written for the lay person. There's actually 16 different techniques in this sutra. What we're going to do today is I'm going to teach you the first exercise that the Buddha taught his students. So I want to read a little bit here. The first exercise says the first subject of full awareness of the breath, following the breath in, daily life, eliminating forgetfulness and unnecessary thinking. So that's the goal in this exercise, eliminating forgetfulness and unnecessary thinking. And we use it not only on our mat, but we start to use it in our daily life as well. So again, this is for the householder. This is for the layman. Here's what we do. We start out on our mat, and we still have the tip of the tongue on the upper palate. Our mouth will be closed. The jaw is relaxed, and we'll be breathing in and out through the nose. Now, when we do this, we become aware of our breath. And there's something that we say to ourselves. And this is what we say. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, so every time you breathe out, you say to yourself, breathing out, I know I am breathing out. So that's the exercise. Every time you breathe in, you say to yourself, breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, every time you exhale, breathing out, I know I am breathing out. We start by practicing this on our mat. Eventually, what starts to happen is we start to practice this in our daily life. And I want to read a little bit about Thich's interpretation here, because again, this is for the lay person. Here's what he says. Most readers of this book do not live in the forest, under trees, in a cave, or in a monastery. In our daily lives, we drive cars. We wait for buses. We work in offices and factories. We talk on the phone, clean our houses, cook our meals, wash our clothes, and so on. Therefore, it is important that we learn to practice full awareness of breathing during our daily lives. Usually when we perform these tasks, our thoughts wander, and our joy, sorrow, anger, and unease follow close behind. Although we are alive, we are not able to bring our minds into the present moment. and we live in forgetfulness. We begin to enter the present moment by becoming aware of our breath, breathing in, breathing out. We know we are breathing in and out, and we can smile to affirm that we are in control of ourselves. Through awareness of breathing, we can be awake in and to the present moment. Being attentive, we already established stopping and concentrating the mind. Full awareness of our breathing helps our mind stop wandering in confused, never-ending thoughts. Most of our daily activities can be accomplished while following our breath according to the exercises in this sutra. When our work demands special attentiveness to avoid confusion or an accident, we can unite full awareness of breathing with the task itself. For example, when we are carrying a pot of boiling water or doing electrical repairs, we can be aware of every moment and every movement of our hands, and we can nourish this awareness by means of our breath. Saying to yourself, breathing in, I am aware my hands are carrying a pot of boiling water. Breathing out, I am aware that my right hand is holding an electrical wire. A couple more examples. Breathing in, I am aware that I am passing another car. So on and so forth. We can practice like this. So again, what we do on our mat is we practice saying, when we inhale, breathing in, I'm aware that I'm breathing in. And every time we exhale, we say, breathing out, I'm aware or I know that I'm breathing out. And then we start to take this off the mat. I've been practicing this for many years, and it's a very, very good way to start not only becoming aware of your breath, but being in the present moment, being focused and staying mindful. I'll give you an example of when I wasn't doing this, and it just happened last night. So I'm baking something. I take a pan out of the oven. It's very, very hot. I set it on the counter. And then I go to take what is off the counter. Well, I had my mitten on this hand and I had taken that off. And I started to take what was off the pan, and it was a little sticky. So what did I do? I didn't have a mitt in this hand. And of course, I put my hand on that hot pan, right? Burn the tips of my fingers last night. So it's a very good example of not being mindful. If I would have been mindful, I would have known I had to put that mitt on and before I touched the pan. So even with someone that's practiced many years, we fail at times. And I hurt myself. So it's always good to be mindful, even in our daily life, but it starts on the mat many times. So with that, we're going to take the next like 5 minutes or so, and we're going to sit. And you can sit in a chair, or if you want to sit on a mat, you can do that as well. Last time we met, one of the things I did is I showed you how to sit. So I'm actually going to sit on my mat for this. And again, we're just going to do 5 minutes. So sit any way that works for you on your mat here or in a chair. And again, you want to be comfortable. You want to sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. I like taking my glasses or anything off so that I don't feel that sensation. And then I close down my eyes. Remember that we want to put the tip of the tongue on the upper palate. Our mouth is closed. The teeth are slightly separated. We breathe in and out through the nose. Try not to control the breath. And now each time you breathe in, say to yourself, breathing in, I know I am breathing in. And each time you exhale, say to yourself, breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out, so on and so forth. So we're going to practice this for the next 5 minutes. Now my glasses so I can see here. Focus on your breath. Continue to say, each time you inhale, I am breathing in. I know I am breathing in. And each time you exhale, breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Focus all your attention on the breath, not controlling the breath, simply watching the body breathe in and breathe out. Practice being in the present moment, focusing on the breath. Become aware of the breath. The mind started wandering, just come back to the breath. Saying, breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Now expand the breath just a little bit. Say, breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Expand that exhalation just a tad as you breathe out. Say, breathing out, I know I am breathing out. And then you can open up your eyes. Okay, so that's your lesson today. In the chat box, I'll put the name of that book again and the author. So if you want to get the book, you can. If you have any questions, I'll open it up to questions as well. We've got like 1 minute left here. But if you've got any questions, otherwise that was your lesson for the day. It's been a pleasure working with you, and I'll be back next month for another lesson. Every time we do these lessons, they'll be different.